Hi guys, how are you today? We are very much excited to have a very important guest. Guess who is the winner of the Diversity Visa Lottery? Who has the visa on hand ready to come to the United States of America? Welcome to the EBM Scholars Show.
Thank you very much.
So before we start with anything, can you introduce yourself first and foremost?
My name is Julieth Ngomuo.
And you are from Tanzania, right?
Yes, I'm Tanzania.
And you have won the DV lottery, the results which came out May 2023. So now you have officially have the visa on hand.
Yes.
And when are you planning to go to America?
I'm looking to go to America probably next week.
Next week.
So, yes.
And how are you excited or stressed out with this new move from one country to another country?
I am excited because definitely the value of US dollars is higher than the value of our currency. Our country is a really rich country, but it's an advantage for a person with such skills as me to go to work to another country and have more, I can say, knowledge-wise, financially, and experience and exposure. That's what I'm looking forward to.
How many times have you applied for the Diversity Visa Lottery?
Only once.
Only once?
Yes.
Can you explain to me what type of contract did you have with God that you applied for the first time and you became the winner of the DV lottery?
Honestly speaking, it was a surprise. He surprised me because my cousin sister is the one who applied, and she just told me that I got the visa. It was something that we did not expect because in her experience, she has done the application several times for several years, but she didn't have positive results until she applied for me.
Okay.
Yes, so I think it is definitely God, and he really did surprise me.
And are you planning to live permanently in the US, or you are planning possible how the life goes? Maybe after a few years you'll come to invest and maybe relocate back to Tanzania. What you have just overall, things can change, but what is the overall plan like?
I think my overall plan, of course, is to the problem is that we do not have a dual citizenship.
Yeah.
Yes, but if we did, then I would have done the second option that you said.
Yeah.
So I think it is better for me first to neutralize and live permanently, and then look maybe in the near future to invest in Tanzania, but not necessarily to come back and forfeit my residency or my nationalization as a US citizen. No. Maybe to invest and get some.
And I'm asking that question because that is one I usually tell people very early, that make that decision very early on to help you with your resource allocation. Where do you want to invest? Where do you want to live? But if you start like, I don't know, you might end up like, okay, today let me have Uber or Bolt or something, and then you mix the money from there. You mix the money from you lose the focus. So better to have the focus early. Then after some time, if you want to change, you can change your mind later. But a little bit have a little bit of the plan.
Yes.
So when you are in America, what is the biggest thing maybe you are not sure of? Like, okay, this is scaring me off. Maybe like this is something I've been hearing from some people, but is it true, or you are not so sure if you're going to make it as a green card lottery winner?
I think the things that I'm worried about is definitely the weather, especially for winter. Yes, I don't know how it's going to be like, and I don't know how I'm going to survive it, but that's what scares me the most, I can say. The second thing that scares me is the natural disasters.
But it depends on the states. For instance, like earthquake, yes, there are other states in East Coast they have, but if you talk about the bad weather, each state has certain situation. For instance, like Midwest, we're talking about Missouri, Kansas, Illinois, we're talking about Nebraska, we're talking about others, Midwest state, Iowa, they have tornadoes. You are going to Florida, you can be eaten by crocodile or alligator, whatever. You go to California, Oregon, whatever, there is fire. So each state has their own craziness.
Yeah.
But in the end, they have some notification, advanced notification to help you in one or another, like a special drill. Since they're kids, they are taught at school, like if this situation happens and you have certain homes with if those states, for instance, like they have a shelter where you can be there and help you with the earthquake and all those kind of things. So sometimes you can get advanced notice and you can be able to survive, but sometimes it has become a scary thing, basically, yeah.
Yes, I think the other thing that really scares me is the fact that I don't have a place to run to. You know, if you're in Tanzania, you can go to mommy and daddy.
Yep.
Yes, but if you're in a foreign country,
Yeah, that is another thing. Like, especially at the beginning, it's very, very lonely. You don't have many people close by. You have to start building the new friendship, building other people. One of the biggest advice I give people about friendship and meeting new people. Yes, it's good, but don't trust every single person right away. And you assume because this is a fellow African, this is a fellow Tanzanian, this is someone from East Africa, you can talk with the same type of food, talk about sports, soccer, whatever, talk about African politics. It doesn't mean that that person should be your close friend. A close friend is a person you trust and you have chemistry and the things go. But don't just start trusting every single person. Oh, you are coming from Africa, you give your secret, you give your password, you start giving your social security. No. Be mindful that just like in Africa, you don't trust everyone. So the same way there, that is something also to do. But you have to be outdoor. You have to meet new people, both other immigrants and also Americans. Don't have just immigrants friends. Learn from themselves. Immigrants can help you to navigate, but also the local people, the people born and raised there, they have their own tricks. Just like if American comes here, as a Tanzanian, I can give so many inputs which they cannot get even on the map or get on the books or get on somewhere. So just like yourself, you have to have both immigrants and also have the native people, the people from the country, to be able to be your friend, to be able to guide you, and the people from different profession. Like if you are engineer, have people in engineer, have friends who are lawyers, have friends who are in the religion field. So everywhere have the friends so that you can be able to find different ways on how you can navigate easily the American life.
All right.
So, on behalf of the people of America, we welcome you
to
the United States of America. And your testimony, and see you in America.
Thank you very much.
We'll do another interview in the US.
All right.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.